my name is Melanie and I'm part of Torlug, and I live in Toronto, Canada, and these houses that I built are actually based off an area in Toronto called the Beaches. And in Canada, there aren't a lot of beaches, so this is, you could consider it a beach. It's essentially just sand in a grouped together area by a body of water, so we'll call it a beach. The houses in that area are just absolutely stunning. They are these weird, intricate colors and details, and whenever anybody in Toronto walks by them, it's just something that you definitely slow down to look at. And when I first saw them, I immediately wanted to build it out of Lego, because it's so, when you see something that is in the same color palette as something that Lego has already made, then it's pretty easy to try to get it together. And so a lot of my houses are some pretty crazy colors, like lime green or azure, and they actually are pretty accurate to the actual buildings. They're considered some of the best real estate in Toronto, and they usually represent like the beach area when you're trying to attract tourists who aren't used to Canada, at least.
With your limited beaches, you need something like that.
Yes, exactly.
So do you have a favorite building then out of all of them you built here?
I do. So as I built them, I started learning new techniques and I guess seeing a pattern that I wanted to take, and this was the last building that I built, and that's in a medium dark flesh. And at first I didn't think I would have enough of the piece in order to actually do the building. So when I started building it, I tried to see what I did have. But because there's a little bit of tan and dark blue integrated into it, it's not solely medium dark flesh. So I think when I was finally able to finish it, it was the house that looked the most modern, but the most accurate to the actual building. Like the other ones are pretty accurate to the buildings as well, but this one here could also just look like a modern house in another area as well, but it fits this area too, right?
Sure. Well, those are really great. Now, is this something you've done with other buildings in Toronto? Do you try to base a lot of your buildings off real-life buildings there? Or?
No, not yet, actually. I haven't really done a lot of architecture building. I don't really know my style yet or my interests. I kind of just build whatever I like, and that's essentially with most of my builds. I see something that I like and I want to recreate it out of Lego. So I never necessarily decided I wanted to build modulars or to build architecture in general. I saw those buildings and pretty much said I just want to do those. So I usually like to take pictures of things that I see when I'm around Toronto, but I think these ones here had the greatest effect on me just because they were just so unique to some of the other buildings that are around Toronto or even anywhere else I've seen, just because of their, I guess, the color choices that those original architects decided on.